Welcome to the Bellingham-Whatcom County League of Women Voters interviews of candidates for the Charter Review Commission. The League is a nonpartisan organization. We never support or oppose a party or a candidate. My name is Mindere Amaran, and my guest is Charlene Waters, who is running for the Charter Review Commission from District 5. We are asking all the candidates for this office the same 3 questions. Each candidate has 2 minutes to answer each question, and the questions are timed. The video of candidate Waters' responses will remain on our website until after the election on November 5th, 2024. Candidate Waters, thank you very much for agreeing to this interview and for seeking to serve the public office.
Thank you for having me.
Our first question is, what should the voters know about you that differentiates you from the other charter review candidates in your district?
That is an interesting question and one I haven't been asked before, so I appreciate the question. I have a bachelor's degree in professional writing and a master's degree in English. And in my 23-year career with the Arco BP refinery, I spent 6 years writing and editing and otherwise wordsmithing operational procedures and manuals for the refinery. Therefore, I have a background and education in wordsmithing complicated documents like the Charter Review. This is not something I've heard any of the other candidates speak about, as their experience actually working on documents and their abilities to properly edit and make sure that you don't have unintentional meanings that can come up sometimes when people can get laser focused on their particular issue or goal that they're trying to meet in their writing, and sometimes in that we get blinders on and don't really think about other unintended consequences. Also, anything that the Charter Review Commission decides they would like to put forward then goes as a referendum to the voters of Whatcom County, and that referendum also needs to be wordsmithed well so that the voters can actually understand what it is that they're voting on. And I think that's something that I bring to the table, is my ability to communicate effectively in writing.
Thank you very much. The second question. Polls show that Americans are frustrated with polarization in political dialogue. Tell us about an experience in which you worked effectively with someone with a different approach, different values, or different goals.
Thank you. I'm hearing something that the timer is making some noise. So, I have worked and I've been in, now I'm not speaking properly. I can write properly though. I spent 13 years in the United States Air Force, where we worked with people from all walks of life, all political views, all races and cultures. I spent many years overseas during my time in the service. So working with a diverse group of people is something that comes naturally to me. Something that I kind of, my formative years, I was 19 when I enlisted. So my formative years really was about working effectively with a diverse group of people. And I think the main thing to do is to find common ground. Trying to think of a specific instance in my background, because that is what the question is, was when I was in the Air Force, and I was the NCO in charge of training for the unit. And we needed to decide the best way to separate out the trainees from the people who were very experienced. And there was a lot of dialogue back and forth, mostly between should we separate them completely or so that they could get concentrated training, or should we set them with other members, more experienced members, so that they could have a mentoring situation. And what we eventually landed on was a bit of a compromise where we would initially um, train new trainees to give them just the basics and then partner them with a mentorship situation. So I think finding common ground is the key to working with people of different backgrounds or different political ideals or ideologies.
Thank you. I'm having trouble with the timer. Just a moment. Let me see how we do this. There we go. Thank you for your patience with my technical inabilities. Our third and last question. What issues would you focus on during the charter review process if elected?
One of the things that I support is ranked choice voting and ability for a voter to, rather than say, oh, I think that this voter or this candidate is the one that I'd like to vote for because I think I agree with their policies and the things that they like to do, but this other candidate is stronger and is more likely to win in that party or what have you. And a voter at this time cannot vote for both of them. You have to make the lesser of two evils far too often in our voting system. And I once told a person that I've been voting since 1980 when I turned 18. I've never missed an election, but I have unfortunately voted against far more people than I voted for. And ranked choice voting gives you the opportunity to vote for a candidate by saying, this would be my first choice, but if they can't make it, if they don't get enough votes, then this is my second choice. And that second rank will also get a proportional rating in who gets elected. So I'd like to see that change to the charter review or to the charter. Also, I think there should be more transparency in county government and more ability for citizens to find out what it is exactly that the county government is doing. And I would look to see some things along those lines.
Thank you very much. Once again, thank you for giving the public this insight into your views and values. Viewers, please don't forget to vote by November 5th. Ballots sent by mail must be postmarked by that date. Ballots placed in drop boxes must be submitted by 8 p.m. that day. For more information, please see votewa.gov. Thank you.
Thank you for having me today. Bye.